I'd be, do you know that? But I would love to, if I ever had the opportunity to ask that question to Zach, I would ask him, hey Zach, just out of curiosity, what was the budget for what's the type of budget for these type of animations? Because
Yeah.
we know because that's going to be
I
our
think
next
I
up.
think it has to be something sustainable because I know I might be jumping ahead, but like I said, look at what happened with Geek Week and how many of these new animes that they've announced, right? So clearly they're
So
making
actually,
the money.
let's transition to that. That's our final topic,
Yeah,
guys. So we're going to go into that right now. So Netflix Geek Week trailer reactions. They're making bank.
making
Netflix
money
is
off of this
making.
anime stuff, right? So whatever the budget is, like I said, I'm sure it's profitable. I'm sure all the analytics were worked out before the show was even filmed. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So
Look
I
what Batman said there. It's very true. Also, Zach knows how to stay on budget.
punch it down without hurting the quality. Exactly. I mean, the budget for Rebel Moon, and he made 4 films out of it, right? So the guy knows what he's doing. Yes, Curly Ray, Devil May Cry, Splinter Cell. I'll even add. They announced the Tomb Raider, a Tomb Raider.
Tomb Raider,
No,
um, Castlevania, Nocturne season
Castlevania. Yep,
2. That's my shit.
yep.
Like,
The
oh,
net.
the game, the Bloodline, the Rebel Moon
Oh, the
Bloodline game.
yes, the Rebel
Yeah,
Moon one. But yeah, man, like,
Cyberpunk also. Yeah.
yep. Cyberpunk as well. And I think there was also an announcement for another season of Squid Game. I know that's not
Mm-hmm.
anime, but still. One Piece, yes, yeah, One Piece.
Yeah. Yeah, Splinter Cell,
But
Distro. Yeah, we know.
they are heavily investing in anime, and this is why I say this is why I'm saying that there has to this our fandom, the Snyderverse movement. We're eventually going to have a serious conversation about this, because it to me it just looks like that is what Netflix is investing heavily in. And I think if we want any story within this universe, I think that would be a good first step. Like I said, I agree with what Phil said earlier. I don't want it to be Justice League 2 and 3. No, I don't even want it to be the Batfleck movie. But what I'm saying is if we could get a new story within the Snyderverse world, the DC Snyderverse world in animation, I will take it. I will take it.
You know what? An idea just occurred to me. A light bulb just occurred. You know what would be a cool Snyderverse story told in this one? I would tell in animation. I wouldn't tell a Batman or a Superman or a Wonder Woman story. I wouldn't tell any of the main Justice League characters. You know what I would do? I would tell the story of all the other characters. Green Lantern, Martian Manhunter. Sure, we can throw Cyborg also. We can throw in Flash. Why not? Maybe we can find out what happened with Supergirl, the pod,
You just made an idea hit me. So you just made something click.
and Green Arrow. You got to put Green Arrow. I will not accept Snyder's Green Arrow. Charlie, I'm saying it right now. But
Especially after watching Twilight of the Gods. But what if we got an anime based on DC's old gods?
The old
right?
God.
What if we got an anime on the old gods?
Tell the story. Oh, the story. So you're tell the story of the fight of Uxus.
What led up to that battle.
We
could tell the story of his first invasion of Earth and him coming to Earth, right? And we get to see all the warriors. And we get to see all the warriors prepping for that battle to come.
Yes.
After watching Twilight of the Gods, that's what I'm thinking. Like, man, if you're going to tell a DC Snyderverse story in animation, that's the one to tell, in my opinion.
You just earned a drop.
Madness. This is Sparta!
I love that idea. I fucking love that idea. You can tell the story of how the first invasion began.
Yeah.
Yes, guys, Batman agrees with you. Yes,
that would be agreed.
there you have a good
And
idea.
it opens the door for more potential Snyderverse down the road. It's a good first start, in my opinion.
I agree.
We got to start
I
somewhere,
agree.
and I think that would
I
be
agree.
a good first start.
I agree. Yeah, I can see that. Like I said, 2 and 3 is ZSL. That's non-negotiable. We're not going there. That's already a done live action. Period. End of story. Full stop.
Mhm.
But the side and again, like I said, you can tell a story. You can have like let's say Zack Snyder's Justice League um side stories or fuck the Hall of Justice or something. Call the series the Hall of Justice, and you can tell John Stewart's story like if it was a what's it called, like a special presentation, but a 1 hour episode per character telling their stories. You can tell Martian Manhunter. How did Martian Manhunter arrive on Earth? How did Green Lantern? How did he get his ring?
That's a story I would take in animation as well.
Yeah.
I want to know how Martian Manhunter got there. How did he get involved with the government and get into that position? There's a story to be told there.
Yeah,
I think fans would take it.
Remember, we still know what happened. What happened with the pod with Supergirl on Man of Steel? The pod was open, and we have the comic book prequel. So why not continue? Why not finish that story on animation? You can tell. Yes, I'm going to keep hammering to the wall. Green Arrow, Green Arrow, Green Arrow, Green Arrow. Yes, you can tell, Charlie, lend your voice, please, so you can be the Emerald Archer. Dude, I started reading Green Arrow Rebirth, dude. I fucking love it, man. It's Green Arrow's dope, man. I like Green Arrow a lot.
I'll be honest, I never got into the Green Arrow comics. Green Arrow was never my guy. I'll be honest with you.
Actually, Green Arrow right now on the new run on the Absolute Power. Are you reading that story, or do you know anything about it, or not really?
Not right, dude. My comics. I have old school comics. You know what I mean? Like I'm mostly I like old Scott Snyder stuff, like his first run. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm working on that. Alex Ross, all that kind, like those kinds of guys, right?
My nephew just started reading Kingdom Come. By the way, I just remembered.
Dude, fucking right here.
Yeah. Oh, you got the Absolute.
Yes.
Got the Absolute. Oh, nice.
It's fucking beautiful, bro.
That's nice, man. Is that the Spectre? Oh, dude, the Spectre looks nice. Mm-hmm. That's dope.
One of my favorite comics of all time, right here.
I'll be honest. It's not my favorite, but it's a good story.
Listen, it's not the story; it's the art. For me, it's the art.
Yeah, that's. I was gonna say this yesterday. It's the art.
It's the way everything looks like a living painting. You know what I mean? Like everything in this book looks like a painting, and it's so beautifully done. And
I agree.
It's Alex Ross. There's no other comic book artist out there like him. He's one of a kind. So.
So Batman's saying right here, with animation, I go how Star Wars did it. No main stories were animated. Exactly. Do the side stories. Do the side stories that we don't know, that we want to know about. Put them in animation. Tales of the Jedi, Tales of the Sith, the Bad Batch. Okay, do that on Snyderverse with, like I said, tell the other leaguer's story on one episode, and boom, done. 1 or 2 episodes, however you want to slice it. I don't care. And then also you can do like an animation movie, hour and a half, telling the war of how Darkseid came to Earth and how he fought with the old gods. You can put Zeus there, you can put Ares. Dude, you got a story right there.
Yeah.
And Netflix, like I said, Netflix is definitely invested in animation like crazy, because listen, all of these video games that come out, Daredevil, Devil May Cry, Splinter Cell, Lara Croft, Castlevania, all this shit. We played these fucking games.
Yep.
And that's why I'm so curious to know how much money it costs to make these shows, because remember what...
Well, I'll guarantee you this, Phil. These shows, these IPs I guarantee you cost more than Twilight of the Gods, because these are already established IPs, right?
Oh, of course, yeah, of course. But to produce them, that's the thing. To produce them, because remember the rule of thumb, and Scott Stuber already told this to us. When you have like a 60, 70 million, you expect X amount of views and hours. So if you're having animation, like I said, let's say it's 20 million, just to throw a number, okay?
Yeah.
And you have, like, for instance, Twilight of the Gods, 8 episodes, 30 minutes each. Some, I think, a few, I think 1 or 2 were like 45 something. But okay, let's be conservative. Let's say 30, let's say 40 minutes per
40
episode.
minutes, yeah, to be liberal, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. 40 minutes per episode times 8. That's over 4 hours. That's Zack Snyder's Justice League right there. That's
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and how many ads can Netflix throw in there on each episode?
Well, that's, I mean, if you don't, if you pay, right? Like, that's,
If you pay, I don't have ads because I pay the
no,
full
I pay
membership.
for the full thing too. I got the 4K
Yeah.
and all that. So
Right. But obviously there are people out there on a budget that, I can't pay because I have a subscriber to other shit, or money wise they're not, so they have to suck up with the ads, and that's fine. But listen, for instance,
it's not even that though, dude. If Netflix could secure a DC story that only they could tell on their platform, okay, that's the selling point right there. Because if it's the Snyderverse, right? If it's Snyderverse and it's animation and it's only on their platform, when you see the animated content that we get usually from Netflix when it comes to DC, it's stuff that's already been out there, right? It's shows that have already been out for a long time. They don't get new shows. They're not doing new DC stuff. So this would be a sell. It would be a sell just to get more subscribers, right? Because it's like, holy shit, I can go watch a story within Zack Snyder's DC world on Netflix, and I can only watch it there. I can't see it on HBO Max. I can't rent it. I can't go buy rent it, like we're back in the 90s. I can't go buy the Blu-ray or the DVD because it's not there, right? I think that's the sell, right? Just like it was the sell with Justice League on HBO Max, where it was only available on HBO Max for a long time. Before it was, I think it was on HBO Max for about a year before it even hit Blu-ray and 4K. So that's the sell right there. It would be a DC Zack Snyder story exclusive to Netflix.
Okay, I found something here. So we'll close this topic and then we'll do final thoughts and time to go to bed, guys. But look what I just found right here on the how much does Netflix spend on animation? With that percentage growth each year, 2022, animation spend was expected to reach nearly $5 billion for Netflix and 1.86 billion for Amazon Prime.
So here's what we got to find out is how many Netflix animated projects do they have currently right now? You know what I mean?
Okay, so what's the budget for an animated show? That's top tier, 25 to 1 per minute. Okay, no, that's no. It would be cool to have that. To have that, like for instance, right here, Netflix claims CGI Arcana has been estimated to have a cost of over $90 million.
Wow.
Well, that one I can understand because that's a whole different level. But the level of Twilight of the Gods, that's a lot less.
No, but again, it makes me wonder what that budget was for Terminator. It really makes me wonder what, because
I would say maybe 50.
50. I think 50 is a good number. Yeah.
You know, for Terminator,
and if we're going to estimate
for Twilight, I'm going to say 20 to 30.
I was just going to say that, because if we're going to estimate 50 for Terminator, then I'd say 30 for Twilight. Sounds pretty good. Sounds pretty educated, in my opinion.
Right.
So, I mean, and they would make that. They fucking made that back the first weekend that shit was released, right?
That's why they're investing a lot on animation now, because that's
The cost is low and the return is high, and there's a big market for animation. Lots of people are into anime is a big thing right now. So,
and all of the fandoms like
and
the
on top
Snyderverse
of
that
that,
were neglected
yep,
of and other studios, Netflix is going to take them and give them. Listen again. How many video games did we play? They're giving us fucking. We're getting a fucking buffet of shit to consume
Phil.
on Netflix.
Also keep in mind too that what was didn't Funimation their streaming service shut down? Wasn't there like that big a big anime streaming service that shut down recently?
Yeah.
Right. So,
I was never into that show, but yeah, I know
well,
what
but what
you're
I'm
talking about.
saying is with that gone, somebody's got to scoop up. Somebody's got to pick up.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying.
Pick up
Yeah.
where they're left off. Right. Somebody's going to take advantage of that. So that
Mhm.
seems to me that's what Netflix is trying to do.
Yep.
Yeah. Shut it down. Yes, it shut down. Everything
Okay.
else shut down.
So,
Sony bought Crunchyroll. Yep. Yep.
which one? Sorry, I missed that.
Curly Ray.
Oh, okay. Crunch. Oh, they closed Crunchyroll too? I didn't know that. Huh.
So,
Alrighty. So let's do one more drop, and then we're gonna do final. Oh, there's another comment.
there it is. Funimation and Crunchyroll merged. Okay.
Oh, they merged. What's it called now, Curly? What's is it? Is it one or the other, or is it a brand new name?
Funimation is basically Crunchyroll now, is what he's saying. So I take it that a lot of the original shows that were on Funimation are probably no longer on there. Is what I'm thinking. It's just Crunchyroll.
Okay. Cool. Okay, so one last drop. Let's go with
Do you speak any English?